Everybody, and welcome to my channel. I hope that you like and subscribe because we cover a lot of things here in our backyard food forest here in the city in the middle of Indiana. And one of the things, obviously, we have chickens in the background. We have dozens of fruit and nut trees and a huge spread of different berry bushes that we plant. And we're actually expanding that out into edible landscaping and trying, make it easier for others to create little food spaces in their own yard. And what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to flip the camera and we're going to go and look at how these currant cuttings, we have like 40 different currant cuttings that we started about 5 weeks ago, and I think they're properly rooted and we're going to get those potted up. So stay tuned. We do have quite the spread here. Some potatoes in pots. There's a mixture of blackberries here, and we obviously, of course, have a lot of different plants for pollinators and things like that. But right over here, past the strawberries, is all these currants that we had gotten from a nice fellow in New York. And he runs a nursery as well. And he got us all these black currant cuttings. Of course, we bought them. And then we have a whole mess of red currants here. And as you can see, they've all put on quite a lot of green. And I think they're actually rooting down into our little pile of dirt here. So I'm going to grab one of each and get them potted up. So one of the hardest parts about being a one-man show here is trying to use a little dinky tripod to film your videos. But as you can see here, whoop. Yeah, we already have roots coming through the bottom. We got wormy there. And this is a black currant. That is, it was a stick. And we put a little bit of rooting compound on there. And we dipped it, we scraped some of the bark off, put some rooting compound, and we just made sure that this was watered every day, like soaked through, and we put it on like actual dirt so that if it needed to, it could pull water from the ground. And here we are about 4 or 5 weeks later. You can see there's plenty of life in there. So when we put this in here, we're actually going to bury it just a little bit. So if you can see the level. Okay, we'll actually do it this way. I just potted up this one. And it is a bit deeper. It's a smaller pot, so there's less kind of to work with. I'd much rather, hopefully I have enough of these larger pots, because it might seem like it's overkill, but I want this to be able to set on a large amount of, quite the amount of dirt, and then I want to be able to bury it because it can root through all of this. So if I can get the soil up to this level and allow it, 3-4 inches at the bottom, this hole, would have plenty of place for all the roots to spread, and it might actually shoot up more shoots. I have another video that actually, when I potted all these up, these little sticks, I made a video, so I'll link that right up top, and hopefully that works. I have now the black currant in the smaller pot, and then here's the red currant, and you can see how much I kind of buried it. And it's got all that room to root out. The last step would be to water it in and then use some of this straw to cover the soil, because we want to mulch all that so all the water doesn't blow away or bake away in the sun. And you guys see how we've done that a little bit here on this elderberry. And it doesn't have to be anything, specific or scientific or whatever, but just try to create some sort of intermittent, temporary, somewhat of a barrier here. As you can see, just the difference between the potatoes we just watered this an hour ago, how there's no real actual moisture, but then this blackberry has been covered in mulch. It's still damp. That's a huge difference. So I'm actually going to pot up the rest of those currants and get them kind of moved over to our main nursery area. I'm going to throw some more mulch, probably throw some more dirt and mulch into this potatoes, because it can grow in the straw as well. So it won't actually be a limiter, and I'll just check all my other pots. And we'll have 40 more plants that we can sell. And not only can we sell them to people that hire us for edible landscaping, we try to provide a tree or multiple trees and bushes. But we can also plant a bunch more here because, I always have, spots for bushes. So I'll leave you with a brief little look at our chickens. There's another video that I posted earlier that goes into how we have found a couple of the different ways to feed the chickens. So watch that if you'd like. And of course, subscribe if you'd like to see more. We've got a whole lot going on here, and it's we're 3.5 years into it, and we're really picking up steam now. So thank you for watching, and we will see you next time. All right, bye-bye.